Alert! Alert! A nuclear missile has been launched towards our city and is incoming in 10 minutes. Evacuate now!
Oh my gosh, Mongo, did you just see that on the news? A huge nuclear missile is coming straight for us.
Wudo, we need to find a shelter right now.
Guys, did you hear about the nuclear missile?
Yeah, we just saw it on the news, Axie. What do we do about it? We have to go evacuate to some shelter.
No, but that's what I came here to tell you. There are no nuclear shelters in this city.
Oh no, are you kidding me, guys? That means it's the end of the world. We're totally gonna die.
Listen, guys, at moments like this, we can't panic. We need to come up with a plan.
A plan? Let me think. What sort of plan can we have? Wait a second. I think I have an idea. Since we're all so good at building, what if we build a nuclear bunker ourselves before the nuclear missile comes?
That's genius, Wudo. Maybe we won't have to die.
Come on, let's go to your basement and start building, Wudo.
That's a great place to start, Mongo. We need to go as deep down as we can, but as you can see, the current situation I have in the basement is probably not best for a nuclear bunker, so I think we need to clear this area out entirely.
Wait, don't clear out the cake. I'll eat it all. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh my gosh, Axie, how can you eat that much cake?
My stomach has infinite room for cake.
Eat all the cake you want, Axie, while me and Mongo take care of the cleanup. Come on, Mongo, start digging away. We don't need any of this DJ stuff. We need a place that we can actually survive in.
Wudo, if we're gonna build a nuclear missile shelter, we're gonna need a lot of things to survive.
You're right, Mongo. Let me get my trusty wand here so that I can make the cleanup process a little bit easier. Just like this, and boom, check it out. Now I can set the floor entirely to a nice block like white concrete, and now we have a nice little floor to start building the first things we need in our nuclear shelter.
I think the first thing we need is a cake factory.
No, silly!
No, Axie, we can't have a cake factory. We need to make sure this shelter is secure, Wudo. So come on, let's replace all the walls with obsidian.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Mongo. If we want to survive a nuclear blast, then the most secure block that we can get is obsidian, and that's what's gonna help us survive.
Aw, but obsidian looks so sad. Look, it's all dark.
It doesn't look sad, silly. It makes us look very, very secure. And that's exactly what I would want to know if I was about to be blasted by a nuclear missile. Wouldn't you, Axie?
Maybe. Are we gonna save everyone in the city?
Wait, everyone? Oh, wait, that's a good point, Axie. Because this will be the only nuclear shelter, then we have to have enough room for everyone in the city to survive. So how about this? I'm gonna designate this entire room to be a giant bedroom for everybody in the city. So come on, Mongo. Let's start by putting down a bunch of bunk beds that will fit everyone entirely.
That's a great idea, Wudo. Come on. I think having about 10 to 20 beds should be enough.
Ooh, that's a lot of beds.
Wait, but what if there's someone who snores really loudly? We should make a separate room so that we can lock them in.
Ooh, I think Mongo's doing exactly that. He's building a little room for all the loud snorers while I make the next big area where we are going to build the next room in our nuclear shelter.
Is the next room gonna be a cake factory?
No, silly. We can't have cake factories, Axie. Do you know why?
Why?
Because a cake factory is not necessary. Do you think if you need to survive, you can survive only off of a cake factory?
Well, yeah, cakes are really good for you, right?
No, silly. That's only because you're an axolotl, and axolotls only eat cake. But not everyone can eat cake the way that you do, Axie.
Aw, does that mean we have to grow broccoli or something gross?
Ew, no, we don't have to do that. But what we can do is maybe we can build a giant restaurant where we can have all sorts of desserts that you like.
Ooh, that sounds amazing! Let's do it.
Yeah, and I can be the chef for the restaurant, guys. You know how my cooking is.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea, Mongo. Come on, just help me clear out this area real quick down here so that we can start doing that. It looks like there's a bunch of sand, though, so be careful while you're excavating.
Use your magic axe to remove everything in between, Wudo.
All right, I'm gonna do exactly that. Let me just stand here and type in this command, and oh gosh, there's a bunch of sand. But don't worry, guys, I can clear it out again.
Whoa, great job, Wudo. Now we can start decorating this room.
Ooh, yeah, what sorts of decorations should we have in here, guys?
Well, first of all, we should have some staircases going down over here.
There we go, added.
Let's see. I think we should use this side to make a massive arcade.
A massive arcade? Ooh, that sounds really sick. Well, the first thing we need to do is build a floor. So what type of floor should we have in here, you guys?
Hold on, Wudo. Before you build the floor, I agree with Axie. I think this side should be an arcade, but this side should be some kind of restaurant.
Sure, that sounds good with me. I guess I'm just gonna set the floor to quartz. So let me get some quartz blocks real quick. And now I can type in this command that'll set everything on the floor to quartz.
I think for a better design, we should set the restaurant floor to something else so it looks like it's split.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we can try a different type of quartz, like these quartz bricks, so it looks extra fancy.
Oh, that does look pretty cool, Wudo, but I was thinking we can just make it a completely different color.
Ooh, what's that block, Mongo? That block looks cool.
Yeah, check it out, Wudo. It's called a bone brick.
Whoa, I guess we should use that color instead. It looks way cooler. Let me just select these two blocks, and now I can type in this command to spawn them all in for the giant restaurant.
Exactly, Wudo. Now we have so much space for both of those things.
All right, let's start building the restaurant over here. Do you guys know what this restaurant is called? I'm gonna let you guys guess it. First off, it has a nice big red building. Does that give anyone any idea of what restaurant it is?
Is it Burger King?
Burger King? What? No, silly. Burger King is not red.
Oh, well then it's probably Chipotle.
Chipotle? What restaurant is that? That's not a real restaurant, Axie. Okay, let me give you one more hint, all right? This restaurant has a logo that's yellow. Does that give you any idea of what restaurant it is?
Is it a mac and cheese restaurant?
A mac and cheese? Not exactly, but it does have the giant M that you're talking about. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then comment it right now and subscribe in 3, 2, 1. Thank you for subscribing. Now, if you actually know what restaurant this is, you are officially a genius. Mongo, have you figured out what it is?
Wait, no, I figured out what it is. It's a Wendy's because there's an upside down W.
No, guys, it's my restaurant. It is called Mongo's Restaurant.
No, no, no. You guys are all wrong. This is McDonald's. Don't you guys know McDonald's?
Oh, McDonald's.
I don't really think this looks like a McDonald's.
Yes, it does, guys. Come on. I'm adding the windows right over here. And over in this section, what if we add a little drive-thru? Except it's not really a drive-thru. I guess you could call it a walk-through. Get it? Because we're not going to have any cars in here.
Whoa, Wudo, that was a great joke.
Oh, thanks, Manga. I'm pretty good at coming up with them. Hee.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna work on the inside, okay, Wudo?
Ooh, the inside? What should we have on the inside, Mongo? We need a little kitchen, and we also need a nice ordering area.
Yup, that's exactly what I'm working on. Look, I'm gonna place down a few counters for the ordering area.
Oh, whoa, those counters look cool. I was about to use quartz slabs, but those look a lot more like McDonald's. Hello, may I take your order, please?
Yeah, can I have one mac and cheese?
What? Mac and cheese? McDonald's doesn't serve mac and cheese, silly.
Okay, well, can I have a mud cake, please?
Nope, sorry, you're not allowed to order anymore. Bye.
Bye.
What? What's the point of a McDonald's if you can't order mac and cheese or mud cake?
Well, mud cake is a whole different story, but maybe we can have mac and cheese. But the first thing we need is a cash register. If we don't have a cash register, then how in the world are we supposed to take orders? So I'm gonna put one right over here. And look, it's shiny and golden, just like the McDonald's logo.
Whoa, Woodle, that looks really cool.
This must be a really fancy restaurant.
Exactly. And it looks like Mongo's working on the inside kitchen as well. We have a little grill, a sink, and a couple of fridges to store some food. But I think we're missing one thing, Mongo, and that is an oven. And not just any oven, a microwave oven. Because unfortunately, McDonald's is fast food, which means they don't really make your food entirely fresh, but it's close enough, I guess.
Wait, they don't make my food fresh? I've been lied to.
Yeah, sorry, Axie. Everything is kind of just microwaved, so we can have a ton of microwaves cooking your, I don't know, whatever you want to eat. Mac and cheese.
Woodle, I think we should have some signs for the things that are on the menu so people don't get confused.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We need a menu, Mongo. Let's see. Where should we put it? Maybe we can hang it from above, right over here.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Woodle.
Okay, Mongo, you go ahead and hang a menu down here while I continue working on the walkthrough area. I should probably make a path, right, Axie? What block should I use for that?
You should use dirt.
Dirt? No, I'm not going to use dirt, silly. Instead, I'm going to use golden blocks to signify that you're coming to the restaurant of the Golden Arches. McDonald's, just like this.
I don't know, Woodle. You made McDonald's seem all fancy, but then you told me they microwave your food.
Well, here's the thing, Axie. Because this is going to be the only restaurant inside of our bunker, we want everyone to think that it's super fancy, even if it's not entirely fancy. So it's okay.
Are you sure that all the humans we're gonna put down here can survive eating McDonald's for the rest of their lives?
I'm sure they can, Axie. Don't worry about it. How about you worry about putting down some amazing decorations down here? Maybe you can make a nice little outdoor seating area?
Okay, I'm gonna put plenty of mud and dirt there.
Mud and dirt? No, no, no. We don't want any of that dirty stuff, Axie. How about you put some normal tables instead? Let me go and grab a table over here. And then I can also grab some very, very nice looking chairs just like this and place them right over here for everyone to enjoy.
Woodle, I think this chair is a little bit too big for me.
Oh my gosh, Axie, that's because you're so tiny and short.
Hey, I'm not tiny.
Don't worry, Axie. We can create a special table for you over here.
Oh, really? What kind of table do I get?
Yeah, what kind of table does she get?
Check it out. You can get a super small one over here.
Aww, that looks so cute.
I'm gonna put down some mud to sit in while I eat.
Okay, well, I guess that'll be Axie's table and everyone else will enjoy the fancy tables. In the meantime, Mongo, we should probably put someone to order over here, though. And in order to do that, we need a microphone. But we won't have any type of microphone. We're gonna have a singing microphone so that you need to sing if you want to get your food.
Wait, I can sing, Woodle. I'm really good at singing.
Really? Okay, sing.
Okay, hey, where'd the microphone go?
Oh, I deleted it because I didn't want to hear you sing. Sorry.
I'm gonna sing anyway. The axolotls on the bus go round and...
No. Axie, stop it. Okay, you know what? Mongo, look what I put over here. I put some speakers instead. And now what I can do is I can grab some signs and put down some signs with the menu. What should I put on the menu, guys?
Mac and cheese.
Woodle, the menu's already inside the restaurant.
I know, but we need an outdoor one for the people in the drive-through line. So how about I put a Big Mac, which costs $100, and then we can do McNuggets, which cost, I don't know, $500. And then if you want McFries, they're gonna cost you $1,000.
Wow, Woodle, those prices seem really cheap.
Right, those prices are really good for this economy.
I know, go, guys. And now I can put down some desserts. So how about I get some, how about some cake, guys? Does McDonald's serve cake?
It's so easy to make mud cake. You just dig into the wall, you get some mud, and then you squeeze it into a cake.
Okay, sure. I'll put mud cake, but it's gonna cost less than a penny.
And plus, you're gonna have to make it for the customers.
Okay, I'll go make some right now.
Ice cream will be $100, and an apple pie will cost, we'll make it $700.
Wait, what? Wudo, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, unfortunately, things are gonna be really expensive when we're in the bunker, guys, because we won't be able to go for the surface, and who knows how long it's gonna take. So here we go. I just need to color this in, and voila! Now we have a giant menu.
Wudo, come over here. Look, this is my menu.
Wait, what? $4 combo, $2 burger. What? Mongo, we can't be selling stuff for these low prices. This is too cheap. We're not gonna make any money.
I know, but I thought maybe we wanted to feed the people instead of trying to take their money.
Oh my gosh, Mongo. I guess you have no idea how this business works. It's McDonald's, silly. But anyways, I guess the last thing we need to do is put the roof on top of this McDonald's to make it complete. So let me grab this axe, come all the way over here, select this block, and then I can set the roof with this wool. And now we have a fully built McDonald's. This is so cool, you guys.
Wudo, something terrible happened.
Wait, what? Axie, what's going on? And oh my gosh, what is this?
Well, I tried to make mud cake, but then the oven started burning, and then water went everywhere, and it's a disaster.
Oh my gosh, Axie, you can't do this. This is horrible. You know what? You're fired from McDonald's, and you weren't even hired there in the first place.
Wait, what? You're really gonna fire me? Where am I gonna work?
Don't worry, Axie. You can work in the arcade that we're gonna build right now.
Okay.
Exactly. Come on, Axie, lighten yourself up a bit. Let's start building this giant arcade. And to do that, we're gonna need some arcade games. Check it out, guys. I have a bunch of FNAF themed games right over here.
Wait a second. FNAF is super scary, Wudo.
No kidding, but they're still really fun to play with. So we'll put the arcades around the corner. Like, how about we put them right back over here?
Can we make one of those carnival games where it's impossible to win?
Wait, what? An impossible to win carnival game? Nah. You know what I want to build instead? Actually, that should be really fun. It involves some speakers and then also a giant TV screen. Oh, wait, I just realized I accidentally said it. It's gonna be a giant TV that we can play video games on.
That's a great idea, Wudo, but we should really hurry up on this build. The nuclear missile is probably gonna come in like a few minutes.
Oh gosh, you're right, Mongo. And the last thing I want is to be absolutely destroyed by that missile. So come on, you guys, help me build this giant TV and then the giant sofa that's gonna be behind it. Let's split it up into all different colors so that everyone has a seat to sit in.
Okay, I'm gonna make the first row right here.
Wait, what? What are you doing, Axie? No one watches the TV that close. You're gonna fry your brains.
Yeah, but I can see this one pixel in Super HD.
Okay, well, I guess we can leave that there, and instead we can add some of our own sofas. Right, Mongo?
Yeah, but actually your head is kind of getting in the way.
Just imagine my beautiful head is part of the screen.
What? No, I don't want you to be in the way while we're watching the amazing Wudo and Mongo videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe in 3, 2, 1. Thank you for subscribing, because subscribing is the best thing to do while you're watching YouTube on the TV. Right, guys?
Thanks.
All right, well, now that we have these giant sofas done, Axie's super close sofa, and the giant TV done, we need to add some computers so that we can play some computer games.
Ooh, that's a great idea, Wudo.
What type of computer games do you like to play, Mongo?
I like Roblox and Minecraft. Which one do you think is a better game, Wudo?
I think Minecraft is a better game.
Whoa, that's a really controversial opinion.
Why? What do you think your favorite one is, Axie?
I like games where you can make stuff like a lot of cakes or cookies.
Ooh, okay. And what game is that called exactly?
Well, there's Cookie Clicker. It's super easy. You just have to click like 1 billion times.
Yeah, that seems kind of boring. You know what? I stand with Mongo. Minecraft and Roblox are the best games ever.
What? But my hand got so strong from clicking 1 million times. Fight me, I'll show you.
No, don't fight me, Axie. How about we just work on building these computers instead? As you can see, I'm using these paintings as computer screens, and then I'm putting down these stone pressure plates, pretending like they're the computer monitors so that we have the computers right here.
These keyboards are so clicky. I'm gonna walk over all of them.
Oh no, Axie's gonna make us not sleep all night because she's clicking all these keyboards and making them dirty. Stop it, Axie.
What? I can't help that my feet are dirty. Maybe we should make somewhere where you can wash off and relax.
We can do that, but first things first, we need to make a gaming chair. So let's see, where in the world are these gaming chairs? I think I see one right down here, and wait, I think this one looks perfect. Check it out, Mongo. I got a nice pink chair just for you.
Whoa, Wudo, pink is definitely not my favorite color. So how about you switch that to red?
Wait, really? I thought pink matches your personality. Amazing, Mongo.
Really, Wudo?
I agree. Mongo should definitely start wearing pink more.
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny if he did. But you know what? For the sake of being a good friend, I'll change into a red chair just like this.
Wudo, can you make me a chair that changes color just like me?
I don't know if I can really find one like that, Axie, but what we can do over here is build a disco area that changes color just for you.
Ooh, can you really do that?
Yeah, of course I can. Let me just dig all this out, and then what I need to do is grab some glowstone, and then I can set the entire floor to glowstone blocks.
Glowstone blocks don't change color, silly.
I know they don't change colors, so instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all types of different colored glass, and those are what's gonna be making up this giant dance floor with all sorts of colors. Take a look, Axie. I think you have a color for each one of these glasses that I'm placing down.
Oh yeah, I'm pink normally. I'm red when I'm angry. I'm purple when I'm scared. This is so cool.
See, Axie, and now you can dance however you want, whenever you want, with the giant speakers that I'm gonna place here too. And I'll even get a nice DJ mixer so that you can play your favorite songs, Axie. Oomph, oomph, oomph.
Wow, Wudo, this build is so awesome. But my favorite songs don't really go like that.
Oh, wait, they don't? What does your favorite song go like, Axie?
My favorite songs are the axolotls on the bus, the itsy bitsy axolotl. I can keep telling you.
Oh, you forgot one, Axie. It's called Baby Axolotl, where there's the baby axolotls talking about the mommy axolotl and the grandpa axolotl.
I've never heard of that song. I think you guys have gone crazy from eating too much McDonald's, all right?
It goes like this, Wudo. Baby axolotl, do 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 do.
Baby axolotl. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wait, what? That's not that song? Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? Whatever. What should we do with this big area over here behind the sofas?
Well, in this area, Wudo, we can have a relaxation area. Maybe like a campfire or something.
A campfire? Ooh, that sounds pretty good. But who wants to relax in the fun room, Mongo? I think we should put a bunch of trampolines instead.
Wait, what? Trampolines? We don't even have that much space. Look, the roof is right there.
It's okay, Mongo. At least trampolines are way more fun than a relaxation area. Who wants to relax anyways? You don't know how long you're gonna be stuck down here, and sitting is gonna be too boring.
But I want to relax relax, Woodoo. I just want to lie down in a nice mud bath and think about nothing.
Axie, why do you need to do that exactly? You have nothing to worry about. We just take care of you, silly.
I have a lot to worry about. What if you run out of cake?
Oh my goodness, is that the one thing you're scared of most?
Don't worry, Axie. I think the same thing. I want all the cake in the world, and I also want to relax.
Ooh, well, don't worry, you guys. Now we have trampolines where you can have a ton of fun. And I think that pretty much makes up this entire room. We have a giant McDonald's where you can come and order, all the different games we have, the TVs and stuff. But I think we're missing one really important thing, guys.
What could that be, Woodoo?
Well, we need to dig out another room to take care of it, because what if things get so bad where we run out of food reserves? We need to make our own food, and in order to do that, we need to build an automatic redstone farm.
Whoa, you know how to build with redstone, Woodoo?
Of course I do, Mongo. Why else would I build a shelter if I didn't? Because then we would have not been able to survive.
You're a genius.
Can you grow cakes in the farm? You know, like watermelons?
Wait, what? Cakes? You can't grow cake, silly. But what you can grow are the ingredients for cake, like wheat, for example. And you can farm eggs and stuff from chickens. I think this entire room should therefore be dedicated only to farming.
Cakes have ingredients? I thought they just grew the way you eat them.
No, silly. Cakes don't grow the way you eat them. That's ridiculous. They're obviously cooked with specific ingredients. So, in order to do that, we really need to build out this farm area. Can someone help me with getting some farm equipment, like some fences?
Okay, here, take an axe. You can also take a pickaxe. That should be all you need, right?
Wait, what? You want me to do it by hand? Heck no, Axie. You can take that back. What I'm gonna do instead is grab some heavy-duty fencing right over here, and then we can start by building our farms. Ooh, there's a lot of fences I can use, actually. I think I'm also gonna grab some barbed wire as well, just to make sure that no one can escape.
Whoa, that's a great idea, Woodoo.
All right, in this corner, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my chicken farm, where there's gonna be a ton of chickens spawning in eggs. And in order to do that, I need to grab some hoppers just like this that are gonna point downwards when the chickens spawn in their eggs.
Oh, okay. But Woodoo, what do you think we should use for the walls and the roof?
The walls and the roof? I'm gonna let you decide that, Mongo, because this farm is incredibly important. Come on, Axie, can you help me by building this farm?
Yeah, but I'm really scared of the electric fence. What if I get shocked?
You won't get shocked, silly. You're not a farm animal. Come on, how about we just put down these hoppers right over here, just like this, and now the hoppers are connecting directly with the fence. Isn't that so genius?
Are they called hoppers because the chickens hop on them and the eggs fall out?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that, Axie, but hold on a second. I gotta put this fence up here. So in order to do that, let me grab this fence just like this, and ooh, they even stack on top of the electric fence. That is awesome.
Yeah, Woodoo, and look, I finally decided on the roof and the walls. I think it looks great.
Ooh, what is this dark color, Mongo?
Well, since we're building a farm, we need a wilderness look, and that's why I decided to go with the jungle log.
Oh, that looks really cool. I like this look, Mongo. Maybe you can put a fake sun and clouds to simulate like it's real life.
Oh yeah, great idea, Woodoo. I'll do exactly that.
All right, and while you do that, I'm gonna work on spawning in the chickens that are gonna make us eggs. So let me just right click this and check it out, guys. Chickens!
Whoa, I love chickens, Woodoo.
I know, chickens are so awesome and they're so cute, but they're also really delicious.
I'm gonna come eat all these chickens. Arr!
Wait, Axie, don't do that. Maybe you can sit in there and instead you can become a chicken and start laying some eggs.
Oh, what do you think would come out of an egg if I laid one?
I have no idea. Maybe another axolotl or maybe a chicken. Who knows? All I know is that as soon as we have eggs, they're gonna spawn inside these chests and we're gonna have plenty of food to feed everyone.
That sounds great, Wudo. I think some chickens are escaping, though.
Wait, what? They're not supposed to escape? My electric fence is not working. Oh gosh, you know what? It's whatever. As long as most of the chickens are here, they'll eventually spawn in some eggs. But I don't want to eat eggs all the time, Axie. So we need something where we can make wheat, because the wheat is the base of every single food ever. And in order to do that, I need to build an automatic wheat farm. It won't be too gigantic, but it'll be big enough for us to make plenty of wheat to feed everyone in the city.
Great idea, Wudo. Look, I've already placed down the sun, and now I'm placing down the moon.
Ooh, that's really cool, Mongo. But make sure you leave some room for my farm. It's coming near you.
Okay, Wudo, I'll try my best to make it smaller.
All right, there we go. And now what I need are some chests and some hoppers. The hoppers will go right down here because they're going to take all the wheat that slides down this automatic farm and they're going to go right into these chests at the bottom where we can then collect the wheat and use it for stuff like cakes. Right, Axie?
Cakes! Is wheat all you need for cakes?
Yeah, as well as eggs and milk. So how about you build a milk farm right over here while I finish up building this wheat farm. In order to finish the wheat farm, I'm gonna need a couple of stone bricks. So let me just grab these real quick. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a little platform here and then a lower platform over here where we can then stand on and make sure that all the crops are nice and secure. Now that that's done, I need to get a hoe because I need to start tilling this land and make it ready for some crops. So all I need to do is right click the dirt, and when I till the dirt, it makes it the perfect temperature for these wheat to grow, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. Now I can grab some seeds just like this, but in order to put down these wheat seeds, I need to put down a couple of light sources, and these torches will do just the job to make sure that there's enough light for all of our wheat. Now what I can do is place down the wheat seeds just like this, and wheat will start growing anytime now. You heard that, Axie? That means that we're gonna have cake.
Okay, I just finished my cow farm. I think you'll really like the cows I have.
Oh, look at the cows! And they're playing with mud and... Wait, what? Why are one of them named Cow Wudo and the other one is named Cow Mongo? That's ridiculous!
I only know like 3 names, okay? I couldn't be creative.
Guys, the baby chickens are getting out.
Wait, what? How is that happening? But as you're saying that, let's see if we have any eggs. And look, guys, we already have 10 eggs. That's awesome. That's already enough to make 10 cakes, you know, Axie.
That's not enough. I need like 1 million cakes.
Well, you better start making these chickens lay a lot more eggs because that's the only way you're gonna get more cakes, silly.
Aw, okay. Do you think if I tell them to lay eggs faster, they will?
Sure, go on, tell one of them, Axie.
Hey, you! Lay eggs right now!
Axie, I don't think that's working. It's still the same number of eggs as before.
Aw, I guess they can't understand me. What if I go, bok, 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 bok?
I don't think that's how they speak, Axie. They don't understand what you're saying right now. They're literally just chickens.
No, that's definitely how they speak, and they're gonna lay eggs faster now.
Well, how about you start worrying about the wheat growing faster? What we can do is actually grab some bone meal, and the bone meal will make the wheat grow faster. See?
Ooh, can you make anything grow faster?
With bone meal, only plants. But what else do you want to grow faster, Axie?
Well, if you use the bone meal on me, maybe I'll get super tall.
Oh no, I don't want to use bone meal on you because if you turn into a giant, you would be a lot harder to control, Axie.
Why do you need to control me? I have so much self-control.
No, you don't, silly. You would go crazy. And that's exactly why I'm not using bone meal on you. But I did use the bone meal on this wheat. And guess what? Now it's fully grown, which means that we can harvest it. Do you want to practice harvesting it, Axie?
Okay, I just have to jump on it, right? Harvest, harvest, harvest!
No, that's not what you do. I built an automatic harvesting method for a reason. I just need to place down water over here and all the wheat and seeds will travel down into these hoppers. And then I can go down here and collect all the wheat and seeds that I get from the farm. Check it out. I have 15 wheat, 20 wheat, and 11 more wheat. That's 33 wheat. And you could use that to make almost 10 or 15 cakes, Axie, just for you.
Whoa, really? But how do you replant the wheat?
Well, you have to stop the water first, just like this. And then what you need to do is grab all the seeds that you collected when you harvested the wheat and then place them back again. That's how easy it is to make an automatic wheat farm, Axie. I didn't even need redstone.
That takes so much effort to replant them, though.
What are you talking about, Axie? I just did it in 2 seconds, and now our farm is fully complete. What do you think, guys? We're gonna have enough food to feed our entire family and the whole city inside of our bunker.
We should place down a few villagers, Wudo. They'll take care of replanting everything.
Whoa, that's such a smart idea. These villagers are farmer villagers, which means that they'll even plant for us, Mongo, just like you said.
Exactly.
Attention, attention. The nuclear missile that was announced earlier is now incoming in less than 30 seconds. All citizens are required to retreat to a bunker at this time.
We're gonna die!
Whoa, Wudo, did you hear the radio?
That was totally the radio, guys. Come on, let's go over here and keep listening to what it's saying.
Citizens, if you haven't already, you must evacuate right now. The nuclear missile is incoming in less than 15 seconds.
Guys, time is ticking. Come on, come on, come on. There's still one thing we need to do to our bunker.
Wudo, I know exactly what that is, too.
What is it, Mongo? If you know what it is, then I'll know what it is.
Well, it's a secure bunker entrance, of course.
Exactly, Mongo. If we want to make sure that there's no nuclear fallout coming into our shelter, then we need to get rid of this entrance and build a super secure one instead. Come on, guys. I think we should use bedrock to make it. But here's the bad news. Once you place down bedrock, you can't break it in Minecraft. So I need to be very, very careful, placing it right over here, just like this, making sure that I don't make any mistakes. Okay, guys?
What we can do is have one way to exit, but it's gonna be really hard to exit this way.
Wait, what is that, Mongo?
Look, I just found something called bedrock doors.
Bedrock doors? Whoa, those sound so scary. I guess what we can do on the edges as well is we can reinforce it with something like blocks of steel to make sure that nothing nuclear can get inside, guys.
Oh yeah, great idea. Steel is unbreakable.
Let me put down some steel on the outside as well and some bedrock too. But guys, I just realized if we want to seal off this bunker 100,000% and make sure that nothing nuclear can come inside, then we need someone to go outside and place these last few blocks of bedrock to cover it up completely. But this is the only way to get back inside, so what are we gonna do?
Wudo, don't worry, I'll do it. Thank you guys so much for being good friends.
Wait, you can't go, Mongo. I need both of you to be my friends in this bunker.
Yeah, Mongo, if you seal yourself out, that means you can't come in the shelter. And that means when the nuclear missile comes, you're gonna die.
I know, guys, but I want you guys to be safe, so come on, stay inside.
No, Mongo, I can't do this. Get over here right now. I'm putting you back inside. You know what? I'm gonna do this for my friends Mongo and Axie. I'm gonna seal you guys in here and make sure that nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, is going to come and destroy you guys, okay?
Wait, Wudo, I can't let let you do that.
Wait, what? Axie, why are you getting angry?
Get back inside or I'm gonna shoot you with this bow and we'll all die.
No, Axie, what's gone into you? Why are you acting crazy?
You two are so nice to me. You make me cake and you put up with me burning everything sometimes. So I'm gonna be the one to seal off the bunker.
Wait, are you serious? No, please don't, Axie. We're gonna miss you.
It's okay, guys. I know you'll be okay without me. Goodbye, Mongo and Wudo.
No, Axie,
Axie!
please. Oh no, Mongo, she just sealed herself off. That means that we're stuck in this nuclear bunker for the next how many 100 years, and Axie's gonna die.
Oh gosh, Wudo, this is really bad.
Oh gosh, Mongo, it's 100 years later, but we still survived the nuclear blast. But oh gosh, there's still so many villagers here, and I'm getting so hungry.
Wudo, we're gonna die soon anyways. Come on, let's go outside to see what happened.
You're right. Luckily, in the new age, we have this pickaxe that is finally able to break bedrock. So let's just go over here and see what has survived left of this world. Is there anyone? And wait a second. Mongo, do you recognize that face? That green creature?
It's been 100 years, but I recognize that face still. Axie, is that you?
Guys, is it really you? I've been waiting for so long outside this door. Am I seeing things?
Oh gosh, Axie, it's really you, but you look so sick. How about I give you this cake? You always loved cake. Maybe that's gonna make you feel all right. If these villagers get out the way. Get out the way, you villagers.
Wait, cake? I forgot how cake tastes.
Come on inside, Axie, and look. This cake should make you feel a lot better. All that radioactive waste probably made you turn green.
Let's see. Nom, 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 nom. Cake! I forgot how amazing cake tastes. Thank you, Wudo. I feel totally fine now.
Wait, what? Axie's all good now, Mongo. And I think the world is finally safe enough for us to explore. We survived the nuclear blast, guys.
Let's go.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, then make sure to watch another video on screen and subscribe. Bye.